Increasingly, communities dependent on forests and other natural resources are finding it more and more difficult to sustain their lives. Meanwhile, it is precisely these communities living in and around forests who play a key role in mitigating climate change and dealing with increasingly complex forestry issues. With an understanding of these conditions, the Nature Conservancy developed a simple and innovative social process for engaging communities so that they are able to identify their strengths, create a long-term vision, develop solutions for the challenges they face, and sustain their forests and other natural resources. This process is called SIGAP Red Plus, which stands for Aksi Inspiratif Warga untuk Perubahan dalam Red Plus, or Inspiring Actions by Communities for Change in Red Plus. Red Plus indicates collective action by all stakeholders to reduce carbon emissions by reducing deforestation and forest degradation through performance-based initiatives. There are 7 steps in the SIGAP Red Plus process. Step 1 is disclosure. In this step, a facilitator actively engages villagers in honest and open conversations to develop a close relationship and build trust with the community. The primary role of the facilitator is to listen actively, ask questions, and explore for understanding. Once a close relationship has been established, it is time to progress to step 2, define. The facilitator identifies topics from conversations with villagers that are important to the community. Forest and natural resource management relevant topics are then brought by the facilitator to the community for further exploration. We then come to the 3rd step, discover. Using the defined topics as a guide, the facilitator helps villagers identify and appreciate the best of what exists in their community. Through a series of appreciative interviews, villagers share proud moments and success stories, imagine the future they want to create, and identify their strengths. At the end of this phase, community representatives produce an asset map that reflects their personal strengths, such as knowledge, skills, and behavior, relationship strengths, including social networks and associations, and situational strengths, such as natural assets and challenges they are prepared to overcome together. The 4th step, dream, builds on the community asset map. Village representatives, chosen by the community, collectively create a shared vision through a community visioning workshop. In this workshop, participants share their dreams for the future and literally visualize, through drawings and pictures, the collective future they want to create. For the vision to be complete, it is important that all groups within the community are represented: women, men, young, old, rich and poor, including people with disabilities or special needs. Once a shared vision has been created, the community is ready to go on to the 5th step, design. During this phase, the community designs how they are going to make their vision a reality. This is done through a number of tools: a land use model to help them determine how they are going to use their existing natural resources, village development plans, and activity work plans. The community also has to identify how activities will be financed by the community or with support from external sources, such as the government and the private sector. Communities can also access Red Plus funds to support activities related to forest and natural resource management. Additionally, they have to agree on how potential benefits from activities will be distributed. All decisions are formalized in an incentive agreement with institutions providing financial support. After all this is done, the community enters step 6, delivery, or activity implementation. Activities may include rehabilitating degraded lands and protecting forests against illegal activities, planting fruit and rubber trees, raising livestock, handicraft making, or they can be in the form of capacity-building activities to increase the community's knowledge and skills to achieve its dream. Monitoring and evaluation activities take place during this step as well, to see how activities are impacting the well-being of the community and their environment. This allows for adjustments to be made to ensure the best results possible. Finally, we arrive at the last step, drive. At the end of a one-year cycle of activities, the community holds a village celebration to recognize the achievements they have made. It is a time to share success stories and acknowledge achievements through creative expression, such as traditional dances, plays, poetry, and song. The energy generated by this event will drive and motivate the community to continue making their dreams come true while creating new dreams for the future. This concludes the 7 steps of SIGAP Red Plus, a process to stimulate innovative actions by communities to bring about change in Red Plus. The process can be considered a success when community members begin talking about their strengths, dreams, and achievements, and when the impact of their activities result in a vibrant, healthy, green village within or around sustainable forests.